Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The Wire. That last episode, McNulty was really starting to go off the rails. He is incredibly self-destructive. His partner's right. He almost made another bad decision going back to a certain person's house, shall we say. But he had the maybe he wasn't drunk enough to just carry on through with it like he was at the start of the episode with the waitress from the cafe. The big thing is this with Frank. With those two new patrol guys on the docks opening their fat mouths, he has started to piece together that there is definitely an issue. There is something odd going on. He can't quite put it together, but there's enough details that smell a bit fishy. Like, who doesn't have to pay their mobile phone bill anymore? Seeing the truck get stopped, he knows there's a good chance you're being watched, you're being investigated, possibly being surveilled, possibly being listened to, possible wiretaps, all of it. He's finally met up with the Greek, but they've gotten in because Nick given it this. Well, we should still get paid. Dude, you're all criminals. That's not the way it works. You all make a profit together, you all take a loss together. Who cares about taking a loss or not getting paid as long as you're still walking about as a free man? There are times when you have to just pull it in. But the Greeks said, we'll continue to pay you. But that in itself draws you in further because of how much he's going to want down the line, because that's going to get thrown back in your face at some point. Right, let's carry on. Just before I do, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, you're enjoying The Wire, I would appreciate a little sub down here. We will continue on. This is episode 9. They've taken this corner now. See what happens with this.
WMD here. No, I'm looking for what you had the other day.
Wait.
You got your chrome, youngin'?
They coming up the alley!
Yo, they coming back!
Jesus. Yeah, she's doing the right thing, getting to the top. Any stray bullets can go anywhere here. My God.
I told you, you gotta get rid.
It's precisely what I was talking about. It happened here in Manchester literally a day ago.
Between me, Kima, Herc, and Carver, we've been sitting on that warehouse every minute since we followed that truck off the docks.
They know. Well, they don't know. They know enough. The Greek, Sabotka, have all become wise to the fact that someone may be surveilling, someone may be listening. That whole conversation has changed from it being completely unencrypted, in effect, to that. At the same time, I've got to just discuss that at the beginning with the little girl. The problem with these situations is that poor woman's just lost her baby, her kid. How many people were firing? How many guns? How many perpetrators? Who'd you blame? You can't put a single person away for it. That's what makes it catastrophic.
They think we're on to them. They switch the can themselves just to be safe. Then it goes off the docks with some bullshit inside just to see if we pull them up.
Which we did.
And they'll do it again.
Used to be when a 9-year-old kid hit the pavement, the district commander would be there within minutes. I guess we're living in a brave new world. 9-year-old in his bedroom catches a CNI stray
That's
through the
because
window.
they're just doing this.
Dead.
For now, at the university.
Yeah.
We're gonna canvass hard, but your people in tactical should hit the area drug corners and collect bodies.
You said that again.
I said change the name of our product. I didn't say nothing about taking people off a corner.
Look, Man, we done
He
changed the
did
name
that
of
on
that
his
weak
own.
shit so many times that don't nobody come down to the towers no more.
It's gonna have to bang some heads on this one.
Oh, yeah.
They got to. That means we gotta shut everything down until this shit passed. That means the towers. This here game is more than the rep you carry, the corner you hold. You gotta be fierce, I know that. But more than that, you gotta show some flex.
Because he's right, cops will want to pin it on somebody. You wouldn't do that now. Oh. Well, that was a bit amateur time, wasn't it? At the first place where authorities, police, councils, do you know where they put cameras first? On bridges. People jump off bridges. People throw stuff off bridges. Accidents happen on bridges. They need to know immediately. Don't tell me just because this series is 20 years old that there's no cameras on that bridge. There has to be. And even if for some reason there isn't, or it's dead spot, blind spot, wasn't seen, wasn't picked up, it's just landed on a barge. Oh, you absolute amateur bastard.
I'm kind of small time, huh?
Yes. Just a tad.
Music a little bit. You're not so big, but you're among friends.
This white Mike
You know him?
from Curtis Bay.
We will disappear these containers. All of them clean. Take them to Newkirk Street. If there's a problem, they'll stop the trucks, or we will see the police.
All day yesterday, I was giving a new number to our people.
This is bullshit. If they were onto the truck, then they would have searched it, no?
Just shut the fuck up.
Man, I'm clean, you hear me? What are you doing in the pit then?
Hey, my kid had to get killed before we got around to doing this.
What exactly is it that we're doing?
You must have heard of Charlie Salas, right?
Yeah.
Goes all the way back to Franklin and Fremont. I mean, all the way back to the 60s and shit. No profile, no street rep. Just buy for $1, sell for $2.
I'ma buy from you at the price you paying. And I'll let you walk that shit straight in the towers. You can have 734, 770, and 221.
Yeah, I called a couple of nights ago. Told you I might be in town tonight, remember?
Oh, yes.
This is your first time?
Yep. First time for me. I live out of town.
I'm sorry. I don't think we can help you tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, I got to admit, though, the amount of questions that she was asking is probably not even their normal way of handling shit. I mean, who the hell, what guy is going to pay and arrange a meet with a girl when they start asking that kind of interrogation questions? Where are you from? What do you do? Where do you live? You're like, excuse me?
Proposition Joe has Ashland all the way up to north. 10 corners, easy. 5 ounces wouldn't last 10 past lunch. Whatever was in that last truckload probably went out in car trunks.
Best bet is to get the new number off the Russian cell phone.
Okay, then. Freeman and Prez stay on one shift in the wiretap room. Bunk and Russell man the other.
What was your play with those girls?
Hit a wall.
Out-of-town salesman.
Yeah.
How far out of town?
What do you mean?
Well, the further out of town, the more they believe. Less like a cop you sound.
All right. I got S-Class and SL-Class Benzes. Roadsters, sedans, cabriolets. I got them brand new with the keys in the ignition. You round it, I get 15 for each car that you want.
Malaka. A stolen card is a stolen card, huh?
Yeah.
You still got that friend over in Woodlawn? I'd like to know what the FBI has in its database.
Well, after that meeting on the Barstow case, I kind of made a point of pissing him off, remember?
Yeah, you did.
So what? You do that to everybody.
How is this
Why
going
not
to
just put
work?
another guy in and run him out the bobtail lane? Why bother? We can run them cars over that little patch of grass, no problem.
That ain't the plan.
We got a can that might be coming to you off the port. Can number, Paul, Mike, Quebec, Victor.
White boys. Different look for you.
Funny thing is, they're all shown clean. What's the chance of that, huh?
You said customs had intel on?
Mm-hmm.
Should show here. Let me try something else with it. Let's look if there's any contact your boy might have had with us agency-wide. That's what met us San Diego.
Anglicas?
Let's see. Agent Kutras.
Not much to it. We pulled his chain in a stolen goods case I worked in 95, 96. He was just crumbs, so no charges, but I did an interview.
A muck playing the slick. In the comments, folks. Translation?
Galimada. We need to talk.
Nobody ever thinks they're stupid. It's part of the stupidity.
We don't even need you to tell us what happened in that corner. We know what happened.
Recognize that? Dipstick?
So you just fucked up. The way you looked at the bag, you know what's in there, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, you fucked up.
We even got your prints on one of the guns. We even got that.
Lawyer.
Yes, another box tomorrow, but clean? Clean, yes. If there is no problem, then bring in the lazy boys. I will meet you there.
Recognize that voice?
It's the man from the warehouse phone, right?
Perlman at home. Another affidavit, and we're back on the main stem.
She's a draw string. I mean, you can stomp on this motherfucker.
FBI didn't have much. Little something out of San Diego on Gleekus in a stolen goods case that was closed out.
San Diego? These guys move around.
You ain't say shit back there?
And see
Nah,
where
they
you're
fucked
throwing
up
it.
when they told me my prints was on one of them guns, right? And I wiped them shits down myself.
Yeah, he did.
And the one they said was mine wasn't even.
You got a bolt cutter? Because I'm gonna need a good one.
Got two in the window there.
Nikki Sabatka, living the life. Who fucking knew, huh? So how much you looking for?
2 or 3 G-packs a week. I was getting that shit straight from the Greeks people.
Sergey, what up, dog? I got a friend of yours here that said we're giving G's a 4. Yeah? I'm asking because some motherfucker with some Greek-ass name and shit. But fuck if he wasn't dumped in front of a house I was using.
Did he have hands? Did he have a face? Yes? Then it wasn't us. Idiot.
The fuck is that?
It's a man.
It's a man bag.
European men like yourself sometimes carry one.
I carry one. Not like that.
The Cal Mike has to go somewhere.
$4.5 million in the capital budget that's set to pass House and Senate both. Money be allocated for the fiscal period next year.
Congratulations, Frank.
That's good. I've got to say, I am waiting to see. I don't know if we'll get it in this episode because we're getting fairly close to the end. I've got to see how McNulty works that keyword into the conversation and it not sound really bad. It was spot on.
This is Agent Kutras of the FBI down in Washington.
Oh, shit.
He's with the counterterrorism people down there.
Terrorism?
He needs our help tonight.
Okay, we're on here.
Don't put it to your mouth.
Same consistencies of all the barrels. Nothing else in there, really.
Nothing but the pigments.
Nothing but paint pigments.
Trust me, old friend, it's there.
Son of a bitch.
You use their own kind of scanner.
Okay, then.
Really? You picked them too?
Right. Maybe we could, maybe talk about this first?
Slow down a bit.
Definitely.
Anytime you guys wanna... Hang on.
Whoa. Why? We're supposed to take the door and get in quick.
Calm the fuck down. Ain't like they're gonna flush a half-dozen whores down the toilet.
Hands.
Didn't need to bust it down.
Hands.
Yeah, her. Dude!
You're late.
We've got wires into a smuggling operation that we've linked to both drugs and women. And in all likelihood, they're the people who are bringing in the girls who turned up dead in that can 2 months ago. You'll see that we hit a brothel we also think ties in.
A month or two more on the taps and DNRs, and we will be able to identify the top-end players.
Immigration is holding the girls. And the madam who has legal residency, we cut loose after she posted bail.
Better to let them think it was a random raid and see what gets said on the wire today.
Okay.
The more we learn, the more chance we have to clear those cases.
Yeah.
What about Frank Sabatka?
For fuck's sake.
I'm not hearing his name in here anywhere. This is about Frank Sabatka.
Not anymore, it's
The case
not.
is bigger now.
Look, Missy, This is my detail. I started it.
Charging Sabatka at this point would lose us the wire and a chance at the real targets.
Yeah. He is the real target.
No, he fucking isn't. So, because you have got a hard-on for Frank Sabatka, you don't care if in the interim process of trying to see what they've got on him brings out $100 million worth of drugs, drug trafficking, human trafficking, prostitution, murder. Oh, fuck all that shit. I just want him to go down. What an asshole.
Now you're freezing me out, huh? Fucking rat fuckers, all of you.
No, you are a scumbag.
This is my case.
As a pervert, this report is going to make you a BPD legend.
I can't perjure myself. I gotta explain it somehow. We're not going to court. The girls are being deported. We did the raid just to tickle the wire, remember?
I went to Avon and told him I didn't have enough muscle to hold down them towers, played it like that.
Yeah, and he reached out.
Joe, I'm still holding on to this deal.
You don't think I'm gonna send any of my people up against brother? Shit.
Avon gotta send up word, wait for word to come back, set up a price, talk to Brother Mouzon. I mean, set up the whole shit, and that's like a week or maybe two.
No, it'll probably be here tomorrow.
People's gonna be in the towers.
Gotta be. Huh. And look at the way he's dressed. Wow. Okay. Hidden in plain sight like that. Would never suspect. Looking at the towers. Okay then, episode 9. Quite a lot happened in that. I knew. McNulty was like, oh, I couldn't stop him. I was outnumbered. This, what's he called? Valjack. I knew he was going to have a problem immediately when they came in with all of this. Because as it stands, the only thing he wanted was Frank Sabatka. And it's just opened up a world of other shit that's in and around it. It's all connected. There are several players, but he don't care. He don't care if a little girl gets shot. He doesn't care if there's 14 unsolved murders. He doesn't care whether all those drugs that they confiscated because of the way the Greek handled it. He's a git. He's an absolute son of a bitch. I hate him. However, for us, for their case, things are starting to knit back together here now. They've got a lot more fingers in the pie, so to speak. And that number that they've just got there now is of vital importance. I know a lot of that was coded. I didn't quite... sometimes when we hear the wiretap, I don't know whether this is with it being an whole series or not, but sometimes it's difficult to understand what they're saying. And then when they do it in code, makes it even more difficult. This thing was Stringer Bell. I feel like there's a detachment happening between Avon and Stringer and in bringing this guy down here. Apparently this is all the muscle they will need, this brother guy. So, I mean, he's right with one thing. You've got the prime real estate. You got no damn product to keep it. But Avon's, he won't budge. And where he is right now, he ain't doing shit. All right, I know he's arranged this. What I'm saying is, he's not the one who's having to deal with all of this. I mean, Stringer didn't even want to even go and tell him. He got her to do it. Got Dee's mum to do it. But it still is a firm no. And is he thinking of doing what I think he's doing here to be able to go back to how things were? Because at the end of the day, it's not all his. As far as I read on it. I don't know. And what's Ziggy with this, with these damn cars? I still haven't worked out the sunroof bit. I'm curious about that. Is that because that's the way you're just going to get into it? I don't know. Don't know if few cars, high-end cars, have sunroofs anymore. You don't, like I said, you don't just go into a massive scale Grand Theft Auto thing. Just, oh, you know, I thought I'd look to try and make more money more quicker. That's just one more thing. Between the Greek and Frank and Nick and the Russians and the prostitution and the human trafficking and all the shit that goes missing off the docks, they've got one hell of a big case if they do it right. I just don't know what's going to happen next. I really feel sorry for the woman who lost a child in this. It didn't even show her. But that's real life, isn't it? It's a stray bullet from a gang war over territory. No one's responsible. No one can be brought to justice for it. They've got all the guns because he was stupid enough to just chuck it out the window and it landed where it landed it. But he knew when they said, that's your gun right there. He knew he was going to walk. Because we actually watched him in the car making sure he cleaned the whole lot down. There is going to be a massive fallout between Stringer and Avon coming. I can just see it. And I don't just mean harsh words. The first 3 or 4 episodes of this felt really slow, and a lot of it wasn't really gelling for me. But the last 2 episodes, last 3 episodes really, have been really good now with the storylines got going. I can't wait for more, and I will be back with more in a week. So until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. That term that the guy used, a mope. What was it he said? A mope? Acting like a slick or something? Can someone translate that for me? I have no clue. There are certain lines of dialogue in this that just don't give you anything. And unless you are American born and bred and sort of from this area, you're struggling a little bit. Just as much as an American might be struggling watching a British show that's regional. Most of us would understand it, they wouldn't. So give me a couple of pointers there. If you do want to watch these in full length, they are all available over on Patreon. You can check the link in the description, that will take you over there. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe down here if you want more of The Wire. I will see you for episode 10 next. Take care.